Ready to go!
Alright YouTube, spontaneous video that I didn't plan, that I'm just gonna throw out. I'm here with Ethan. We're training 2 days in a row. We did the technical video yesterday, which I actually haven't released yet, so it'll come out soon, but don't worry. We're here spontaneously. I've got a new handle. This is the new handle. Nothing special, it's just a slippery, by slippery I mean it's just raw timber, wrist wrench. What's the measurement of this sucker? You got the tape measure right there for me, Ethan? Chuck that on there and let's see how many inches this is. Diameter, just so YouTube knows exactly what we're dealing with. Just short of 2 inches, like 1 3/4 inch. Okay, so 1 3/4 inch diameter, that's small. I want to see what I can do as a 1 rep max. It's the hardest handle I've ever trained with. It spins inside your hand if you don't maintain clamp. I feel like it's tremendously valuable for stopping someone from slipping. Outside of straps, containment. We talk about wrist flexion, we talk about finger flexion, but we don't often talk about finger, let's call it clamp, finger clamp, the squeeze, whatever. So I've seen Krasy, I think with handles similar. I'm not sure if his was slippery or grippy, but do like 57. I'm not going to get anywhere near that because I'm pretty sure it's going to spin inside my hand. But I just want to know, new handle, what's the 1RM going to be? I'm going to guess like 40, 45. Anyway, I'm going to hand the reins to Ethan. You ready for this, man? No pressure.
No pressure.
Have you done this camera work before?
Never.
Never?
Never.
You're going to be shaky?
Very,
You're going to summon your vampire powers and I don't know what that means, but anyway.
That means I wouldn't have appeared in the footage we just took. And I'd be very happy.
Alright, so 20 kilos. Now, the vector, ladies and gents, all the vector is, it's going to be strict start. So this is not a bent wrist thing at all. This is strict start there. And I guess if the handle touches the table, considering it a win. I don't know, like, Krasy does his kind of like this. I don't even know if that's going to be my true 1 rep max. As you guys do know, the only way to find out the best position in your body for a 1 rep max is to get to a weight you can't lift, because your body finds your strongest groove. It might be like that, I don't know. We're about to find out. So let's put some more weight on there because 20 kilos is not enough. Come around this side, Ethan.
Yep.
Just because the lighting is dodgy from that angle. Alright, so let's go to 35. 35. Should be simple enough, 35. I think. Ooh. 35 kilos. I don't know what we call this handle. The 1 3/4 inch slippery wrist wrench. Alright, I got more of me. But that was already talking to the elbow, the elbow just said hello. Alright, let us go by fives. 40 kilos. You guys like my homemade loading pin? It's pretty dodgy. 40 kilos. Let's get it's very hard very quickly. Oh, okay. 45 kilos. You don't want to chalk for this handle. Chalking makes it worse. But as I'm getting sweaty, it's getting worse too. This is going to be hard, based on that last one. 45. This is probably it. Oh, wow. You see, my wrist went back. I couldn't keep it flat. My wrist went back and I found more stability with my wrist back. So I didn't know that. We talk about that the 1RM happens in a way that you don't discover until you get to your 1RM. My wrist went back and then it's still stuck. So I'm gonna count that one. I need a 2.5 kilo plate though. Take off Bradley's strict curl. The Vanilla Gorilla's been strict curling with 5 kilos loaded onto an 8 kilo bar. Not bad, strict curl. Bradley said what, 13 kilos strict curl for Bradley. And he weighs 20 kilos. It's not bad. No, he weighs 25 kilos, sorry. This one will make me fail. What is this, 47.5. Oh, I'm taking the shoes off for this one, I need stability. Slippery thumbs. Oh no, this is not going up, Ethan.
Well, you got past 40. Yeah.
Yeah. As my body predicted, no, but I'm not satisfied yet. I want one more try. I want to put a little bit more heart into it. I was scared of the pain in the elbow. I kind of chickened out as to giving it red line. Yeah, I can go more than that. I can do more than that. Come on. Don't be a sook. How close was that, Ethan? Did it look? Was it doing anything?
It was close to moving.
Thinking about coming
I was
off?
thinking about coming off. Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, it came off the floor, so your old self would have counted it.
No, yeah, I can't count. It's the plates are jiggling, but I can't get the. All right, so 45 kilos is. I think that was the predicted number, wasn't it?
Yep.
45 kilos. Krasy said Krasy doing 57. But I'd like to. I don't know if Krasy's is a slippery handle or a grippy handle. Either way, some fun and a new handle to keep some progress on. Yeah. You want to have a go, Ethan?
I can have a go.
Have a go.
We can have a go.
Let's get Ethan on the table. Ethan, the young protege. 18 years old still?
Yep.
18 years old. How tall are you?
About 6'4".
6'4". How heavy are you?
About 93 kilos.
How long have you been arm wrestling?
Just over a year.
You might want to take some weight off this.
Yeah, I'm just, you started me at 47.5.
Might be a bit rough to just ask you to go for my failure on one go. So go back down to the 20.
The 20.
And then add weight as you feel.
You know, we should have done this yesterday when I hadn't had 2 table sessions in a row.
Yeah, by no means, guys, are we in any sort of fresh state. This is a mid-week training experience. We worked out hard yesterday. We did hits yesterday, Ethan and I, so there's elbow flare already. But anyway, training never stops. Never fresh. All right, Ethan, here we go. 20 kilos. Oh, with ease, cool. Feeling the groove. Did the shape of my 1 rep max end up where you thought it was going to be?
Similar, because if I remember correctly, that's similar to my failure point yesterday on this. So.
Like it felt like I was really pushing a lot. It was more. It felt closer to flop pressing than anything else. Like hooking vectors were not going to work.
Yeah.
At all. So anyway, Ethan now looking like going up to 30 kilos, I think.
Yep.
All right. Ladies and gents, I'm going to do a shameless plug whilst we're waiting for this. If you guys want to jump into a training group, Lachlan, Adair and I have created a new dedicated training group. I'll link it. It's on Facebook. Anyway, and it costs $7.45 a month. Go check it out. Now Ethan's struggling with my amazing loading pin.
Yep.
It's very dodgy. I need to buy an actual dedicated loading pin. 30 kilos. I think you'll do it easy, but you'll feel it.
I'll feel it.
You'll feel it. It'll start saying, "I'm coming for you, Ethan." Right, here we go. Ethan, 30 kilos. Nice.
Definitely feeling it.
Simple stuff, but feel it. All right, up we go. 35 next. You going up by 5s now? I'd suggest going up by. I wouldn't go up 10, man. 10 looks.
I was thinking whether or not I'm going up 2.5.
Oh. Okay. Well, that must have really been talking to you then. Oh my goodness. So some other good news. I mentioned in a previous video, the borders of Australian states have now kind of opened up to each other, which is so relieving. Big matches coming up. My match with Andy I talked about, but also guys, there's a match, you guys would know Taron Broad. He's on YouTube all the time making comments on here. He is the best arm wrestler under 80 kilos from South Australia. I think he finished 3rd at the national titles last year. He's taking on Sam Burnett. You guys know Sam Burnett, he features on this channel fairly regularly in a 6-round super match on the 12th of December. So that's going to be amazing alongside the tournament that's happening, which is like 100 people deep already.
Yep.
You gonna win that thing or what?
Don't know about win, but I'm going to be in it.
And then I got my match with Andy. So big stuff coming up. All right, what do we got?
35.
35 kilos.
First failure coming up.
Here we go. This is a very humbling handle. Very humbling. Alright, it spins in your hand when you fail. Or you just don't move, one or the other. 35. Oh, it's right there. Get it! Get it! You got it, man. Here we go. Yeah, let the wrist kink. That's where I found it. Give yourself 30 seconds. Let the wrist just kink back a bit,
and then
come
forward with the shoulder. And
yeah, because containing it in your hand and inside a bent wrist is
crazy. For YouTube, because you guys probably haven't quite seen it yet, we're not putting it inside our hand.
It's not deep. It's not deep.
It's right at the top along this ridge, so it's all in the fingers.
Very much so. And I actually think where we're holding it is the most efficient spot. We're not trying to make it hard. Yeah. That's where it's efficient. Down deep, it spins in your hand way too quick.
But it does mean getting cup is
very
crazy hard.
All right, here we go. Yes, 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 yes. Nice. Now I had 2.5 and see if we can do it. Now I had 2.5. So 35 is a lift from Ethan. That's a good lift, man.
Yeah.
You often have to do that, don't you? You have to find that little bit extra and find the groove, and once you're in the groove, you know it.
And don't wuss you out.
Yeah. You have to self-talk and just commit. Now this is where you have to really self-talk and not pussy out. So
the most difficult part of this is still loading the pin.
Yeah, have a look at this, the workmanship here. This is actually, my dad bent that bolt for me, and we just put these nuts on there and whatever. It's not a loading pin, but it does the job.
Yeah.
All right, here we go, 37.5. If you get this, you get the MVP award, because I got to this moment and failed. So if you lift this, you win the video. All right.
Okay. All right.
This is for the title of MVP of the video.
Grand title.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Ethan Tunstall, aka Edward, from Twilight. I'm not meaning to distract you or make you laugh. Do you prefer Cedric Diggory from... Here he goes. Here he goes. Oh, get it! You are so close. Get it. Get it. You got it. You got it. You got this. That was properly off. You just didn't get the stroke completed, but it was properly off. So I think you've already got the MVP. But that fully came off the ground. There was no wobble. It was fully off. You got it, man. You got it. Yeah. Again, the weight, ladies and gentlemen, was properly off the ground, but you moved it like an inch once it was off. Yeah. Well done. You win. Yeah. I didn't get mine that far off the ground on the fairly lift. So. Anyway, ladies and gents, a bit of fun, but like I said, interesting handle, easy to build. It cost me that handle's like $6 worth of material and about 15 minutes of time with a saw, and handle was built. Literally all I did was put a slot in the end of it, wrap it through, and then chuck a nail in there to secure it. So I do love that about arm wrestling, that you can build handles out of basic materials at home, and you can train and become a world-class athlete with crazy stuff like that. All right, guys, you have fun, Ethan?
Yeah. Yep.
Good. There we go. Well, maybe we next week we'll see how the progression goes. We'll keep this one up to date and on the lift. All right, guys. See ya.
Yes, that's a man!